Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Wayne Garcia.
And I'm Amy Troy. First on Fox Tonight, a man is in the hospital after someone shot him in a North Portland neighborhood, and it happened this afternoon right across from a college campus.
Fox 12's Kelsey Watts is live there tonight with what witnesses saw. Kelsey?
Yeah, a man in his early 20s was shot here today in broad daylight about 4:30. He was rushed to the hospital. We're told at this hour he is in stable condition. And so far tonight, the shooter still hasn't been caught. Police say the gang enforcement team is investigating, and it comes on the same day as a city council meeting where the issue of gang violence was addressed. A North Portland neighborhood again taken over by police after a shooting officers say is likely gang related. Thursday afternoon, a man was shot on the corner of North Mississippi and Jessup Street in the middle of a busy neighborhood and right next to the Cascade campus of Portland Community College.
Being middle of the day, the PCC, the school itself, is heavily patrolled, so it's kind of shocking and odd that they would do it in the middle of the day in such a public area.
Another person living nearby saw the shooting and said it started with a fight. A group of guys confronted one man, and after a few minutes, when he turned away to leave, one of them pulled a gun, shooting him in the back at a range of maybe 10 feet. Luckily, the victim, a man in his early 20s, is expected to survive.
Bullets don't really have, names on them in terms of where they're going. They just strike wherever, so of course that concerns me. It's just an area that's highly populated by children and students. I mean, just on the curb right here, there's a hopscotch in chalk that was drawn last night.
The shooting comes on the same day as a city council work session where the issue of gang violence and the resources needed to address it were brought up.
If we gave you $1 extra to address it, and you had to put it in the place where you could get the most value for that dollar in addressing the epidemic of gang violence, where would you put it?
I would say if you were going to put money on the table, I would actually suggest at this point that it go to Antoinette's office for more outreach.
And that was Chief Larry O'Day there talking about the Office of Youth Violence Prevention headed up by Antoinette Edwards. The chief says outreach is critical, but it is just one part of a solution for a very complex problem. As we mentioned tonight, the shooter is still on the loose. Police are looking for that person right now as gang violence continues to be a major issue in the city. Live in North Portland tonight, I'm Kelsey Watts, Fox 12 Oregon.